Hi, my name is Toney Goins. I'm an actor, and you're tuning in to Rolling Out Star Studio.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Malik Brown, here for Rolling Out Star Studio in the Black. And today, I have the pleasure to speak with Mr. Toney Goins. He is an actor, a part of the Exception to the Rule play. Mr. Toney, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I'm a little tired. We've been working hard, but
Woo.
I'm happy. I'm blessed to be here, man. I'm feeling good.
Definitely. Glad that you can, come on and speak with us a little bit about this play. I've heard some amazing things about it so far. And I just want to get your insight on what you think Exception to the Rule is.
Man, it's one of those plays that's hard to describe because there's so much going on, but I think the general blanket statement is about these six kids who are trapped in a detention room. And I think the layers that Dave, our playwright, has added to it, it's so incredible because there's so much to excavate from what's going on in here. You get to see just Black people represented in all these different types of ways. You get to see what happens when we're forced to be in a situation that we physically can't get out of, and then one that we also mentally can't get out of either, and the different types of cages you could say that we put ourselves in. And it's expressed through comedy, through tragedy, through just the everyday interaction. And so it's a really beautiful piece when it all comes together.
Definitely. And what kind of led you into this role? What kind of sparked your attention for something like this?
Oh, it's a good question. Actually, so the playwright Dave and I, we have known each other for years. We went to middle school together, we went to high school together. And once we graduated, we hadn't seen each other for, at least a good like 4+ years. And he asked me to come do the first workshop of this play back in like January of 2019 or something. So I did the workshop with him on that, and I played my current character. And then I did the second workshop with them again, and I played the same character as well. And after that, I was just directly offered the role. They were like, "This is great for you. You're great for this character. You've built it at this point. We'd love for you to continue with it." And this play is so much fun that there was no way I was going to turn that down. The play, I get to play a character that I don't typically get to play, and that's so exciting for me. I'm usually cast as like the supportive best friend, the boyfriend, like the good guy, and this character is just out of pocket, just he's just crazy, and I love getting to go to that part of myself. I love getting to bring that out and getting to share that with everyone. It's so much fun.
I love that, man. I love that so much. And it kind of just made me realize, like, you say you got started in January, 2019, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I heard that you guys had to stop because of COVID and everything like that. But through these last 2 years, not even just COVID, but all these things, with like George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, things of this nature,
Mm-hmm.
and what you guys are actually trying to portray in this play. How did these past 2 years kind of like, I would say, intensify or like really put into manner like what this play is really about?
That's that's a good one. I think this play showcases the fact that Black people, no matter how you perceive them socially, we're still people, and we still have feelings, and we still go through things. A lot of us have been through traumatic experiences that have shaped who we are now. So a lot of what the five characters in this play are juxtaposed to the one character who's new in the detention room is, does your proximity to whiteness or your attempt to be closer to whiteness make you better than us? Do you actually think you are better than us because you don't speak in AAVE? Do you actually think you're better than us because white people are more comfortable with you? And so that's one of those layers that we've added into this play that I think is reflexive of those kind of things, and it intensifies more with the current political climate and things that have been going on lately in the past couple of years.
And with a play like this, who was your, we of course, we talk about Black youth and things, but who is the Black youth, really your specific target audience when it comes to a play like this, or who are you really trying to reach out to so they can understand, what's going on?
I feel like this play is for Black people because we get to laugh and we get to enjoy it. And there are certain levels of this play that only Black people are going to be able to connect with. And that's the thing. A lot of theater goers are white people, usually older white people. And when I see them in the audience, I'm like, do you know what play you just came to? Because I'm not sure, because this is not going to be something you're used to seeing. And there's certain elements of this. You're not going to see the same play as the brother sitting over there is going to see, or the sister over there. They are watching completely different plays than you are right now. And so I think the hope is that, non-people of color see this and are able to extract a lesson from it. But for me personally, when I go out on stage and I see those sprinkles of Black people in the audience, I'm like, I'm performing for you right now. I'm performing for you, ma'am. I'm performing for you, sir. I'm performing for y'all. The rest, I hope the other folks can take something out of this, but like I'm putting my energy and my soul into this to give to you.
How important do you think is Black representation when it comes to theater? I mean, with you guys, your Black cast, you got the Black director, producer, and things like that. And from the person that's just look outside like me, like a just came and watched, it would be cool to see, it's cool to see somebody up there on stage that looks like me and can understand what I went through, or be able to be relatable. How important is representation in theater?
It's incredibly important. It's incredibly important because, like I said, most theater goers are white folks because theater is not as accessible as film or TV. It's more expensive. You're paying $100+ to go to Broadway, and you have to travel there to see it. And so, changing what happens on this stage, the hope is that will change the way that the audience is going to look as well. So I'm really enjoying seeing all these Black shows that have been coming out recently, and it's like Skin of Our Teeth is out now, Strange Loop is out. There's a bunch of different shows popping up, and it's so exciting to see that because we're so talented, man. These folks out here are so talented, and it's hopefully inspiring to other folks. Like tomorrow, we have our first student performance. And I'm usually nervous for those because high schoolers are like the hardest people to perform for because they're just crazy. But I'm actually
you never know what you're going to get from them.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. You just I don't know. So I'm actually really excited for the one tomorrow because I don't think they ever seen a show like this before where they can see themselves in this play. And even because, I remember being in high school and seeing, Black shows or, Black History Month shows. And I was like, okay, this is the stuff that makes white people comfortable to present to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to a predominantly white school and they're like, this is the safe thing to show them. This is a type of play. I don't know if I'm allowed to use profanity on this or not, but we saying nigga every 5 seconds. We saying fuck. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? We smoking weed in it. And it's like, yo, I don't think kids have ever seen this before on stage. And it's like, this is an art form. This is actually something that can help you. Your soul, this can help your current situation. Acting changed my life, man. And things like this, I'm excited to present to other kids and be like, yo, you can come do this too, bro, if you want. These doors are open. It doesn't have to just be like Merrily We Roll Along or whatever else, not just Shakespeare or what have you. These types of worlds exist and they're for you. And you can come up in here and take that. And you can be yourself. You can be your authentic self. That's actually going to lend to the art form. So I'm really excited to present that to younger kids.
You definitely answered my next question. I was going to ask what did you want people to get out of this leaving out? But that's the answer right there. I mean,
yes, sir. Yeah,
right there. So look, thank you for that. So my next question is, for that black young child, that's looking to become an actor, an actress, producer, director, anything in theater. What are 3 things that you would tell them three tips that you would give them, aspiring, actresses, actors, things of that nature, what would you tell them?
Fact. Well, one of the things I would say is, and this was told to me, and I find it to be true, I would love to pass it on. Take the time to know yourself before you dive fully into this industry. Because in this industry that is predominantly white owned, if you don't know who you are and what you'll stand for and what you're willing to represent, these folks are going to tell you what you're going to be. And most of the time, you're probably not going to like it. So I know for me, now in this industry, I've told my agents, I've told my managers, I tell these casting directors, I'm not playing no slave unless it's like Django. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing no drug dealer unless it adds to the story, unless like we're doing Snowfall or The Wire or something like that. I'm not playing a drug dealer on Law and Order. I'm not playing, whatever on this. I don't usually play stories that have Black people down. I don't like that. So, and my team respects it and they go, bet, we're not going to send you in for that. Because the first couple of roles that you're seen as in this industry, that's what people perceive you as now. And they're like, okay, that's his thing. That's what he's good at. So that's what we're going to keep sending them in for. And you don't want to get caught in that. So that would be my one tip. Figure out who you are before you get in this industry. 2, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Some people, they pop off real early, and some people it's a slow burn. And no matter whose career you're talking about, they're up and then they're down. They got a lot of work and then they got no work. I've been through that myself. And that's just the name of the game. One of the things we said in school, I guess this could be my third tip. You want to avoid something, I like to call it compare and despair. And so when you go, oh, well, so-and-so's working this job right now. So-and-so's with Netflix, so-and-so's with HBO. I'm not getting nothing. That's just because that's their time right now. And then when you pop off, they might not be working on anything. And so avoid compare and despair, because that's the exact place it's going to take you. Just work on you, what you're doing, your goals, and keep that hunger. Because that's why some people leave, because they stop getting hungry after a while. And they're like, you know what? It's just not for me. And it might not be, and that's cool. But if this is really what you want to do, stay in it. I went through that. I went through having no jobs. I couldn't even get a day job. I was homeless. I didn't have no food. And I had to get to a point where I was like, do I really want to stick with acting? Because this is a potential reality for me if I do. And I was like, you know what? Yes, we're gonna keep hitting these streets. We're gonna keep going to these auditions. And then boom, off Broadway, boom, TV show, boom, movie, boom, another TV show, back on Broadway, back to the TV. And it's like, okay, now it's popping off. And at that time when I had nothing, my best friend, she was doing Netflix, she was doing CBS. I was like, dang, man. I was comparing and despairing. And I was like, okay, this is what you got to fight against, because it's natural to do that. And I feel happy for you, but now I'm thinking about me. So take that, turn it into something positive, turn it into something you can be hungry for, and keep pushing that, because you will get to that point you're trying to get to.
Man, look, if we can get the last 5 minutes of what you just said and put that on all the TVs right now, man, I promise somebody's gonna leave inspired. Because I'm inspired by that. So look, man, look, that was good. That was good. And it's crazy because those 3 tips and everything that you said, that can go with anything in life, not even just being
absolutely
actress, everything. Like, people deal with that every single day, man. So I hope, anybody that's looking at this, I hope that they take this in and really know, don't give up, keep going, because your time is coming. Facts. At the end of the day, man. It's coming.
Facts. I've walked in those footsteps. It's real.
Yep. Man, that was great, man. Tony, thank you so much for coming on and speaking.
Thank you so much, brother.
This was great. Let the people know, where they can find exceptions to the rule when you guys are starting and things of that nature.
For sure. So exception to the rule, we're performing at the Steinberg Center. That's on 45th. That's on 45th Street between Broadway and 6th Ave. We're in the black box there. We open May 18th. We're in previews right now. You can come see the show right now, but we officially open May 18th. Tickets are only $30. So come on and check us out.
Man, I hope everybody comes out and enjoys this. This sounds like something great that everybody needs to come out and see. Mr. Toney, thank you for coming on, speak with us. Excited about your role, man. Excited to see what you guys have going on. And Like I said, guys, it's rolling out Malik Brown, Mr. Toney, and we are out.